If you're afraid we're going to go into a recession within the next 12 months, here are the steps you need to take right now to prepare for it. Number one thing, boost up that emergency fund. You need cash reserves to weather any potential storms. If you lose your job, that cash is going to save you. Maybe your partner loses their job. Maybe someone you care about loses their job. But having cash will help you not panic in those moments. Most experts say 3 to 6 months in an emergency fund. Well, that's great on a sunny day, but when you see clouds on the horizon, you get your umbrella. You make it 12 months. And the reason is because when there's a recession, if you lose your job, the likelihood that you're going to get one immediately, high in a good economy, not so high in a weaker economy. So you have to assume that trying to find a new job is going to be a little bit harder. You may have to find something that isn't in your career path. Maybe you have to go get a side hustle, do something like that, just to make sure that you can put food on the table. Next, you want to avoid any large purchases. That could be a car, it could be furniture, whatever large is in your budget. You want to save up that cash and you want to avoid taking on any debt. This is for two reasons. If there is a recession, chances are stores are going to be discounting the things that they're selling. So if you wanted to buy a couch and the couch store can't sell any couches, they're going to discount it because they need to move it and keep the lights on. Also remember, a large purchase will take away from your cash. If you add on debt, then that's an additional drain each and every month that you have to pay. Third thing I would do is right now is the time to prepare your resume, freshen up your LinkedIn, do all the things that you would do if you were looking for a job so that you aren't doing it when you're in a panic. Now's a good time to talk about budgeting. If you don't budget, just download an app, link up your accounts, it'll figure out where you're spending your money. This has two benefits. One, you can find out where you're overspending in a place that you didn't know about. You could take those savings and boost up the emergency fund. Two, it'll help you identify areas to cut in the event that you have to cut. Knowing where you can cut if you say lose your job is very beneficial because you could do it immediately. And you don't have to hem and haw and do it under stress. You know, all right, these are the areas I can cut off. Remember, in the end, no one knows whether or not we're going to go into a recession. But ultimately, it does not matter because the greatest fear is whether or not you lose your job. And whether the economy is flying and you lose your job or the economy is sinking and you're losing your job, either way, these are all risks that increase when there's a recession. You could ask a lot of federal employees whether or not there's a recession or not, and they don't really care because they've been riffed. So in the end, you got to prepare as if it may be humming on the horizon and you got to protect yourself. All right, good luck out there. Follow me and I'll talk to you soon.